From Zion Bank Stadium, this is Salt Lake Academy taking on Wasatch. Salt Lake Academy in blue, Wasatch in gray. Gray putting the ball up over the right-hand side, just goes out of bounds just before the Salt Lake Academy bench. It'll be blue throw-in. Number 8, Dane throws it in, a touchdown by 10 over to Nolan. Nolan puts it over to 19 over on the right-hand side, right in front of the Wasatch bench. That's number 12. Moving down the right-hand side of the line into the attacking third. Ball dislodged by number 11. That's Hernan. And White tackles the ball away. And that ball is cleared back by Alejandro. It will roll back all the way back to their keeper. Ball kicked up high to midfield, headed down, brought down by number 10 for Blue. Blue breaks through a tackle over on the, moving on the left-hand side, a through ball over to number 7 inside the box, cuts back in, ball dislodged, and White will clear it out. And Alejandro gets it to the top of the circle, puts it up over to 19. That's Cash. Cash, his pass is incomplete and it goes out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for Wasatch. Ball kicked up high on the left-hand side, recovered by SLA, cleared out by White. Alejandro brings the ball down. White will recover it on the left-hand side just before midfield. Challenge in there. Blue dislodges the ball. White will regain control. And a injured Griffin just on the right-hand side by midfield, grabbing his left ankle. Play resumes. Ref drops the ball down. Wasatch gets it on the left-hand side in the attacking third by the corner. Top left corner looking across the ball over. Stopped by number 17. That's Pedro. It results in a corner kick for Wasatch. It'll be their first one of the half. Wasatch gives the signal. Crowding all inside the box, all within the 6-yard line. Run up, right-footed kick, chipped up, headed out by Blue, chested down just in front of the box, and a foul called against White. It'll be a Griffin free kick just outside of the box, and it looks like it'll be Alejandro who will be taking that kick. Ball played over to the left-hand side over to Pedro. Pedro brings the ball up, slots it over to the left. Tried to get to number 8, Dane. Unable to connect, though. It'll be White throwing at the top of their defensive third. White, ball headed down by Dane. White, it will be able to recover that ball. Dane challenges, it goes out of bounds, and the call is White throw-in. White looking to throw the ball in front of the blue bench, headed up in the middle, and a foul called against White. Nolan drawing the foul there. It is a free kick from the bottom left-hand side of the middle third. Ball switched over to the far right-hand side. Connected pass. And that is an incomplete pass there. Intended for Esbin. And it rolled out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. Alejandro is able to get the ball back over to 17, Pedro. Pedro controls the ball, flips it up on the left-hand side, connects with Adrien. Adrien with a nice move. Switches the field, plays it over to the far right-hand side, trying to get to Esbin. Ball brought down, cleared out by White. And that is Jose who brings the ball down. Still with it, still with the ball. A little bit too heavy of a touch there. White will get there first. Pedro, no, that's Alejandro with the shove from behind, not called. Ball given over to Nolan. Nolan over to Alejandro. Alejandro switches the ball over to the left-hand side over to Dane. Dane plays it up the left channel to Adrien. Adrien with a nice touch. Moving down the left-hand side, approaching the 18-yard line. Plays the ball back over to Dane. Dane has time, winds up, flicks the ball up into the middle of the box, but it's going to go wide right. It'll be goal kick for Wasatch. Right-footed kick over to the left-hand side, just over Nolan's head. Gray gets it down, that puts a nice through ball. It's forcing Pedro to run and get there. Back over to the keeper. Keeper slots it over to the left-hand side over to Dane. Dane immediately challenged, gets the ball up over to Nolan. Nolan to Adrien. Adrien in front of his own bench. Adrien now crossing midfield. Slows the pace down. Draws a couple of players. Works up the left channel. And a foul called against Wasatch. It'll be a free kick on the left-hand side at the top of the middle third for the Griffins. Ball put into play from Pedro over to Dane. Dane brings the ball in the middle, slots it up to the top. Intercepted by White. Adrien tries to get a toe on there and tackles the ball away, but is called for a foul. So it'll be Wasatch free kick at the bottom of their middle third on the right-hand side. Right-footed kick all the way down. It's going to reach down to at least the 6-yard line, and it's cleared out of bounds by Dane. And it will be a throw-in for Wasatch right by the corner flag. Wasatch throws the ball into the box, and it is able to be intercepted by the keeper. He takes a moment to survey the pitch. Right-footed drop kick. This one's headed back by Wasatch. It'll be a foot race, and that is number 11 there, Hernan. Almost got there. Ball challenged. White has it on the left-hand side. They slot it down the left channel. Alejandro will be able to intercept it, who resets it back over to the keeper. Keeper at the top right side of the corner. Pauses, gives the ball back over to Alejandro. Alejandro with some pressure, laying the ball up over to number 10. Number 10 over to Nolan. Nolan plays it over to the far left over to Dane. Dane now approaching the attacking third. Nice move. Just in the top left corner, slots it over to Adrien. Adrien stays on side, trying to cross the ball. Dodges a man, crosses it, and it will be kept in bounds by Talon. Talon running against the baseline, cross the ball overheaded, and it just goes over. That was Hernan with the header. The goal kick for Wasatch. Right-footed kick over to the left-hand side, headed away by Blue. Hernan just outside the box, turning around to his right-hand side, not on the same page as Esbin. Ball kicked out. White will get it in front of their bench. Feigns a pass, plays it down the left-hand side. Nolan sliding in, not there. White maintains possession. Ball challenged, and it is kicked out of bounds, and it will be blue throw-in just past midfield. And it looks like it is Jose, throws the ball into Talon, back over to Jose. Jose down the line, probably intended for Nolan. It was a little bit too soft though. White keeps the ball on the left-hand side line, and now it will be Alejandro who bodies the ball out, and the call is White throw-in. White making a few substitutes. Ball thrown in the top right side of the corner, brought down. White will gain control. Esbin, ball crossed in, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins. Keeper plays it on the ground over the right-hand side. Nolan is able to get the ball over to the right. Cross back in, intended for Nolan, not there. White now at approaching the attacking third on the left-hand side. Ball slotted in, cleared out, and it is 19 who gets there first. That's Cash. Adrien trying to help out. White toes the ball back. Cash rushing over, and it is kept in bounds and brought down by White just out on the right-hand side, and a foul called against White. Pedro feeling the brunt force of that foul. It'll be free kick here for the Griffins about 18 yards out on the left-hand side. Left-footed kick over to the far right-hand side. White gets there first. Alejandro gets a toe on it. White dislodges the ball. Talon tackled away. White now entering the attacking third on the left-hand side. They have a runner by the corner of the box, guarded by number 17, Pedro. Ball crossed over. Dane stops, toes the ball out, is going to get it over to Adrien. Adrien bringing the ball up on the left-hand side, entering the middle third, slots it on the left. Over to number 11. 11 ball challenged, and White is able to escape that. That was Hernan. White playing on the right-hand side. And I believe an offsides call there. Put back into play from over to Dane. Dane in the middle over to Nolan. Nolan slots it up to 19. 19 plays on the left-hand side over to Hernan. Cuts back, look at a turn. Pass intercepted, and it'll be cleared out by White. It'll be corner kick for the Griffins. And it looks like Dane will be taking the kick. Griffins packing the far right-hand side of the box. All off screen. Dane giving a signal. Right-footed kick over to the far side. Brought down by Talon. Cleared out by White. Headed down, and Nolan challenges for the ball. White will get there first. He didn't have the right angle. White slots it up the middle. Pedro gets the ball over to number 12. 12. His pass is intercepted by White at midfield on the left-hand side. Sliding tackle there. Ball passed over to Talon. Talon circles around, plays it over to the far right-hand side over to Jose. Jose down over to Esbin. It's going to be a little bit too heavy though. And that ball rolls out of bounds. It will be goal kick for Wasatch. Wasatch making a couple of early substitutions again, keeping fresh legs. Ball kicked up over to the left-hand side. Blue gets there first, but it's going to roll out of bounds. That was Jose. It'll be white throwing from the top of their defensive third on the left-hand side, thrown down, brought down by White. White taking a moment to control. Ball dislodged by Talon. Talon turns around, tackles the ball away. White will recover though. White chips the ball up. Jose challenging. Alejandro recovers. Gets the ball in the center. Center pass over to Dane on the back left. Dane with a nutmeg in the middle. Plays it up over to Cash. Cash now in the attacking third. Slots it over the left-hand side to Adrien, and it's kept in bounds. Nice slide. Adrien inside the box. Shoots, and it goes right to the keeper. Nice effort by Adrien. Ball yeeted out over to the left-hand side now for Wasatch. Wasatch entering the middle third on the left-hand side. Wasatch bringing the ball the full length of the field, and Alejandro gets that ball. Backheel pass, it goes to Wasatch. Wasatch on the top left corner of the box. Pedro gets the ball, resets back over to the keeper. Keeper switches the field to the left-hand side over to Dane. Dane looking for help. Kicks it up the left channel over to Adrien. Adrien bodied out, and a foul. Go Reds. And a yellow card is out, but it doesn't look like it's been given quite yet. Yellow card awarded. So Adrien will be subbed off. It'll be number 14, River, coming on. Left-footed kick up, intended for River. It's headed away by Wasatch. Alejandro gets there. Brought down by Wasatch. Wasatch, that pass will be deflected by Talon. Nolan picks it up, slots in the middle over to River. River is able to keep possession. No, cleared out by White. Ball loose, and the keeper comes out, plays it over the left-hand side over to Dane. Dane doing something. Ball tackled away by White. White in the attacking third, looking to center the ball. And White maintains possession. White swings it over the right-hand side. That pass intercepted by Dane. Dane gets rid of the ball over the left-hand side. It's a foot race on the left. Ball towed away. And that is Hernan who's trying to get there. Ball cleared out. Nolan is able to keep it in the attacking half. Ball now at Talon's feet. Talon shimmies to the left. Talon chips it up over to River. River, left-footed shot, scooped up by the keeper. Wasatch now at midfield on the left-hand side. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be several substitutes here. 21, 20, and 25 coming on, and number 16 coming on for SLA. 22, 10, 24, and number 11 coming off for the Griffins. It'll be White throw-in in midfield. Ball headed down, controlled. Nolan, a 1-2 with Esbin. Esbin breaks a tackle, looks to cut back, trying to find some space. Lays it off and cleared out by, I believe that was Chris, trying to get it up. It's going to go too far, and the Wasatch keeper will roll it out to the left-hand side. That is Angel on the left challenging. Wasatch in front of their own bench, play it into the middle third, and a foul called against the Griffins. I believe that was against number 16, Jonah. Right-footed kick up into the middle of the box, and it will roll out of bounds. Dane almost got a head on it. It will be Griffin's goal kick. Ball played on the left-hand side to Pedro. Pedro takes a couple of touches at the top, switches it over to the right-hand side, over to number 16, Jonah. Ball now at Chris's feet, chipped up. It'll be headed around by White. Blue is going to shield the ball. Gets it over to 21. Ball tackled away by White. White playing it through. And 17 inside the box, challenging. Ball dislodged. Nolan cuts back around and clears it out over to Dane on the left-hand side. Ball put over back over to Nolan. Nolan circles around back over to number 17, Pedro. Pedro back to the keeper. Keeper chips the ball to the far right-hand side. Ball, not controlled, and it'll be White throwing at the top of their middle third on the left-hand side. Wasatch throws the ball down the left line. 16 get his toes on it first. It'll be a corner kick. No, the call was goal kick in favor of the Griffins. That was Jonah. White making a few more substitutions. Right-footed kick right up the middle to Nolan. Nolan plays it over to the right-hand side. Over to 21. Ball dislodged, recovered by White. White putting together a couple of passes, putting it to their center backs. We're at the bottom of the circle at midfield. Playing it on the left-hand side. Cutting back, beating number 22, Esbin. Ball crossed over into the center, brought down by Jonah to Nolan. Nolan switches it over to 25. 25. Tackled away. White recovers. Ball dislodged. Dane will get it. Gets it over to Pedro, sorry. Pedro to over to Dane. Dane in the center to 25. 25 dancing around the ref. 25 dislodges the ball on the right-hand side to 20. That's Chris down the right-hand side. White is going to get there. Esbin challenging for the ball, cuts back, puts it over to 21. 21 at the 6-yard line on the right-hand side, crosses it in. It'll be kicked out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Griffins. Looks like it'll be Nolan taking the corner kick. We have Jonah and Pedro, last men of defense. Signal given by Nolan. Run up to the ball, right-footed, up into the center, brought down by 14. Ball still in shot, blocked. Kept in bounds by Chris, headed up, no. Cash plays it off over to 25 on the ground, cleared out by White. Several opportunities there, and a shot all the way back from Jonah, caught by the left, or caught by the keeper for Wasatch. Wasatch now on the left-hand side playing it, and it will be Jonah who gets there first. It rolls out of bounds. It'll be Griffin throwing at the top of their defensive third. Looks like Chris will be the one throwing this one in. Chris throws it down the line to 25. It goes out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. White Ball cleared out by Jonah. Oh, missed touch there. It's River with the ball, entering the attacking third, moves over to the left-hand side. It's going to be a one-on-one with the keeper. Body from behind. It gets both just behind him. White now switching the field over in the center. Blue gets there first. Ball kicked up over to Nolan. Nolan plays it over to the right-hand side over to Chris. Chris playing it over to the right over to Esbin. Esbin looking to turn back into the center. Esbin gives it to Nolan. Nolan at the top of the circle. Nolan chips the ball to the left-hand side over to River inside the box. And he's called offsides. Couple more substitutions here. Number 19 and number 10 coming on. Number 13 coming on. Nolan coming off. And number 25 coming off. So it'll be free kick from the offsides. Ball brought down by Blue. White challenging. Blue emerges with the ball, playing up in the center, over to River again on the left-hand side, cuts to the inside this time, and he's called offsides. River has had several chances, one-on-ones with the keeper, and multiple times they've been called back because of offsides, but several seemingly seconds later. Free kick for Wasatch. Wasatch kicks it up right in the middle. It's going to bounce, and 16 gets there first. White with the ball on the left-hand side. They're playing it on the far left. It is going to be Jonah who gets there. Jonah plays it over. Chris keeps it inbounds, push from behind. Still on the line, on the goal line, cleared out by Chris. Chris gets the ball over to Talon. Talon now left-footed pass over to River. He's onside this time. And no, White gets there, clears the ball out. Talon challenging for the ball. Talon moving to the left-hand side. Talon plays the ball back to Cash. Cash over to 13. That's Antonio. Antonio switches the field to the far right-hand side. It's not going to make it. White clears that ball out. It'll be Blue throwing on the right-hand side just past midfield. Ball thrown down the lane on the right-hand side, trying to get to number 18, Angel. Angel shielding the ball, turning around, maintains possession, gets it held a bit, no call, kept him, no, and it rolled out. It'll be goal kick for Wasatch. Number 15, Jaden, will be coming on, replacing River. Ball kicked up in the middle. It'll be recovered there by the Griffins. That was Cash. Cash played it back to 17. Cash again. Nice turn by 21. 21 keeps the ball, gets it over to Talon. Talon back over to 21. Ball on the left-hand side over to 15. Left-footed, and it's going to be scooped up by the keeper. That was a left-footed shot there by Jaden. Ball drop kicked up high. Talon challenging for the ball, headed down by Cash. White will get the ball first. That's Hudson, number 21, causing confusion in the middle. Ball now at Esbin's feet. Esbin launches the ball up, trying to get it over to 18. 18 inside the box, looking to cross. Oh, and it's just ahead. Ball kept in bounds. And kicked out by Wasatch. That was Jaden who kept it in. It'll be a free throw from Jaden right by the corner flag. No, it looks like it is going to be Antonio who will be throwing it in. Talon checks in, gets the ball moving against the line. It goes off of the Wasatch player. It'll be a corner kick for the Griffins. Signal given from Talon on the left-hand side. Players crowding the 6-yard box this time. Runs up, chipping. It's going to go to the far side, headed, but it goes out of bounds. The goal kick for White. Wasatch kicks the ball up on the right-hand side. It'll go to midfield. Pedro gets the ball down to Cash. White will emerge with it. Pedro challenging. A through ball on the right-hand side. It'll be 13 who gets there first. Turns over. Dislodged ball. White moving over to the left-hand side and more towards the center. Plays it up. 1-2, and it'll be Pedro who gets the ball. Back over to 13. Tackled away Pedro. About 19 yards out, gives it over to Jonah. Jonah challenge, swings it over to Chris on the right-hand side. Chris has a moment, crosses the field over to midfield, over to Talon. Talon in midfield. Keeps the ball, working on his left-hand side. Plays it over to Jaden. Jaden in the top left corner, ball dislodged. It'll stay in bounds. Jaden has a moment, looking across, lays it off over to 13. 13 slows things down, feigns the pass to the left, puts it over to Talon in the middle. White will get that ball. Talon still challenging. And ball kicked up in the middle, and that ball will run well past the intended player and roll into the arms of the Griffins keeper, who yeets it over to the right-hand side. Over to number 16. That pass is incomplete. Hudson challenging for the ball. Hudson blocks the pass, gets control, gets it back over to Jonah. Jonah plays it over to the left-hand side, over to Jaden. Jaden chips it up, intended for Talon, a little bit too much there. Jaden unable to break that play up. Let's see. 13 to Jaden. Jaden, ball dislodged, tackle won by White, and Cash wins it, swings it over to the right-hand side, over to Chris. Chris past midfield on the right-hand side, about to enter the attacking third on the far right against the line, plays it down the line over to Esbin. Esbin cuts back, working the ball, breaking some ankles, crosses the ball up at the top, trying to get it to Cash, but it's cleared out by White. Brought down, Chris challenging. White now at the top of their attacking third, entering the attacking third by the corner. Ball looking to be crossed, 6 yards in, crossed over to the center, brought down by 13. 13 takes a moment, then clears that ball out down the left, hoping to get it over to Jaden. White gets there first, recovered by Talon. Talon moving over to the left-hand side, plays it in the center over to Cash. Cash plays it over to the right-hand side, over to Chris. Chris on the right-hand side, entering the attacking third, crosses the ball into the middle. No. Ball brought down. Esbin challenging just outside the box. Towed over to Jaden. Jaden over to... No. Not the shot that Talon wanted. Ball thrown to the right-hand side. 13 gets the ball. No, White breaks through. Swallowed up there by Cash. White still with the ball. Cash is going to hustle to get it in the defensive third. Feigns a pass, gets rid of it on the left-hand side. Talon gets there first. White dislodges the ball off of 13. It's Antonio, ball cleared out. And that pass will go all the way to the Wasatch keeper.
Jaden, get into the outside channel. You're inside way too early.
And a right-footed drop kick by the keeper, headed away by Cash, brought down. Esbin now with the ball in the attacking third, slots it over to Talon. Talon in the box, and he's called offsides. This free kick will be taken from the 18-yard line. Right-footed kick crossing midfield, and Hudson is able to get that ball loose. Hudson plays it back over to Chris. Chris gets it to Talon. Talon lays it up in the center looking for 19. Not there. White emerges with the ball. Ball disrupted by Talon. White still with the ball. White now on the left-hand side of midfield. Hudson challenging for the ball. And Jonah with the tackle. Jonah on the right line clears the ball down. White will get there first. Esbin wins the tackle, and now in the attacking third, looking for help, cuts back, lays it off, and that ball is towed out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick in favor of the Griffins. And a couple of subs for SLA, number 11 coming in and number 14 coming in. That's Hernan. And River coming in. And it is number 15, Jaden, and Esbin coming out. Ref gives the signal. Corner kick for the Griffins from the right-hand side. Players all with inside the box. Left-footed kick, chipped up high. Not there. It'll be 13 on the ground. Shot blocked. It was Hudson who took the shot. And now White on the counter attack. Ball at the feet of the Griffins. Back over to 17. 17, his pass is incomplete. It'll be White at midfield. White forced to reset it back to the center backs. Center backs play it up the middle. Brought down by Blue. I believe that was Jonah. Jonah now over to Antonio. Antonio keeps the ball inbounds. Dislodged. And White will get it at the top of their middle third, playing it over to the right-hand side, a 1-2 into the center. White turns back. Hudson challenging. Griffins tackle the ball away, intercept the pass, play it over on the left-hand side, and that rolls out of bounds. White throws the ball down the right-hand side. Ball dislodged. River gets the ball over to Hernan. Hernan moves more into the center, plays over left-hand side, and cleared out by White. And that will be Jonah getting the ball over to the right-hand side over to Chris. Chris in midfield, plays the ball back over to number 17, Pedro. Pedro over to Cash. Now over to Chris at the right-hand side. Chris completes the pass. Ball back over at Chris's feet. Chris challenged. He plays it all the way back to the keeper, allowing the team to get back into shape. Keeper just outside of the box, plays it wide right over to Hudson, over to Chris, to ball tackled away. White now on the attacking third, just outside the box. All three players down. White still with the ball, crossed over to the center, and that'll be cleared out by number 13. White will recover, tackled away. That's River with the ball, and it's tackled away. And that ball is dancing along the left-hand line, kept inbounds by White. Cash getting in on it. Ball dislodged, recovered now at Talon's feet, and That is halftime. The score 0-0.